the Roman who defeated an army with Geese Rome. 390 BCTEG Gauls were inside Rome.
For the first time in its history, the Eternal City had fallen to a foreign enemy.
The chieftain Brennus and his Celtic warriors had crushed the Roman army at the Battle of Allia, then marched straight into the undefended city. Rome burned, citizens fled, the Senate evacuated, but a small garrison of soldiers retreated to the Capitoline Hill, Rome's highest point and most sacred location. The temple of Juno stood there, and the Romans swore to defend it to their last breath. Brennus surrounded the hill and waited. No need to waste lives attacking upward when starvation would do the work. Days turned into weeks. The Romans on the Capitoline grew weak from hunger.
Down in the conquered city, the Gauls feasted and grew comfortable.
Too comfortable. One night, Brennus decided to end the siege.
He selected his best warriors for a secret night assault.
They waited until the darkest hours before dawn, then began climbing the steep cliffs on the hill's north side cliff the Romans had left unguarded because they seemed impossible to scale. The Gauls climbed silently, weapons strapped to their backs.
They reached the top without making a sound. The Roman sentries were asleep. In moments, the Capitoline would fall, and Rome's last defenders would be slaughtered. Then the geese started screaming. The sacred geese of Juno, kept at her temple, erupted in angry honking.
These birds, protected because they were sacred to the goddess, had heard what the sleeping Romans had not intruders approaching the holy site. Marcus Manlius Capitolinus, a former consul, jolted awake. He grabbed his weapons and rushed toward the noise. In the darkness, he saw a Gallic warrior pulling himself over the cliff edge.
Manlius charged and slammed his shield into the floor, sending him tumbling backward at the cliff.
The falling warrior crashed into the climbers below.
The geese kept screaming, waking the entire garrison.
Romans poured out of their positions.
They hurled stones and javelins down at the Gauls, still clinging to the cliff face.
The night attack became a massacre, but this time, the Gauls were the victors. Bodies fell from the heights. Survivors scrambled back down in terror. The Capitoline held. Thanks to a flock of honking birds, the siege continued for months.
Eventually, Rome paid Brennus a massive ransom in gold to leave. Legend says that when Brennus threw his sword onto the scales to make the gold weigh more, the Romans protested. Brennus allegedly replied, "The victors woe to the conquered." But Rome learned from its humiliation. The city rebuilt its walls stronger. Its army reformed its tactics. Within a generation, Rome began the conquests that would eventually make it master of Italy, then Mediterranean, then the known world.
And Marcus Manlius.
He became known as Manlius Capitolinus Manlius of the Capitol, honored for saving Rome's sacred gift.
The geese received their own honor.
They were fed and pampered for the rest of their lives, while the watchdogs who had slept through the attack were ceremonially punished each year as a reminder.
Rome never forgot. Vigilance matters, even in the form of loud, aggressive waterfowl. 3 centuries later, when Rome truly became eternal, historians would point back to this night. The empire that conquered the world was saved by geese who refused to sleep while danger approached. Sometimes history's greatest heroes are feathers,